initiative on the shores of the Bay of Bengal into a regional platform of increasing consequence. Its 7 member states are home to more than 1.7 billion people and together connect South Asia with Southeast Asia. The Bay of Bengal lies at the intersection of major economic and maritime routes linking the Indian and Pacific Oceans. This geography gives us opportunity, but it also places upon us a shared responsibility. Bangladesh assumed the chairmanship at a time of profound global uncertainty. Geopolitical tensions, disrupted supply chains, economic fragmentations, climate change, food and energy insecurity, and evolving transnational threats remind us of one simple reality. No country can overcome these challenges alone. Effective regional cooperation is therefore not merely desirable, it is indispensable. At this juncture, I recall with profound respect the vision and contribution of the late Begum Khaleda Zia to the early development of BIMSTEC. Her participation in the first BIMSTEC summit in Bangkok in 2004, her support for regional trade, connectivity, energy cooperation, and people-to-people contact, and Bangladesh's chairmanship during 2005-2006 reflected her far-sighted vision of Bangladesh as a bridge between South and Southeast Asia. That vision remains relevant as we seek to build a more connected, prosperous, and cooperative Bay of Bengal region. The adoption of the Bangkok Vision 2030 at the 6th BIMSTEC Summit has given our region a clear direction towards a prosperous, resilient, and open BIMSTEC. The BIMSTEC Charter and the reorganization of cooperation around 7 sectors have also provided a stronger institutional foundation. Our priority must now be to fully operationalize these instruments and close the persistent gap between commitment and implementation. Ladies and gentlemen, Bangladesh approaches this responsibility through the guiding vision of our foreign policy, Bangladesh First. It affirms that our national interest is the compass of our diplomacy and that every international commitment must serve our people, our economy, and our security. Yet Bangladesh First does not mean Bangladesh alone. As an open and outward-looking country on the Bay of Bengal, we serve Bangladesh best by helping to build a peaceful, connected, and prosperous region that works for all its peoples. Our chairmanship will accordingly be guided by 3 principles: implementation, inclusivity over exclusivity, and delivery over declaration. Our success will not be judged by the number of meetings we hold or strategies we adopt, but the practical benefits we create for the people of the region. As the lead country for trade, investment, and development, including the blue economy, Bangladesh attaches the highest importance to regional economic integration. Intra-regional trade remains far below its potential, while the constituent agreements required to implement the BIMSTEC free trade area remain unfinished more than 2 decades after the framework agreement was signed. Bangladesh will work with all member states to build consensus and inject fresh momentum into those negotiations. The blue economy offers another major avenue for shared prosperity. The fisheries, shipping, renewable energy, and marine resources of the Bay of Bengal are a shared inheritance that must be developed responsibly and managed sustainably. Bangladesh will support practical cooperation, scientific research, and capacity building so that the Bay becomes a source of inclusive growth for present and future generations. Connectivity must remain the flagship of our regional ambition. The BIMSTEC Master Plan for Transport Connectivity provides the blueprint. The challenge is implementation. Bangladesh will support progress on transport linkages and the proposed coastal shipping agreement while pursuing deeper energy and digital connectivity. This will require institutional coordination, innovative financing, engagement with development partners and the private sector, and sustained political commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, Bangladesh has been dealing with one crucial crisis, and that is the Rohingya refugee crisis. As trusted partner and friend, Bangladesh has truly hoped that the BIMSTEC framework uh, and the members of this multilateral body shall be committed to create the international pressure needed for the safe and dignified repatriation of Rohingya refugees. Regional prosperity can only be sustained in an environment of peace, security, and resilience. Our region faces terrorism, violent extremism, human trafficking, drug trafficking, cyber threats, illegal fishing, climate-induced disasters, and humanitarian crises. BIMSTEC should therefore deepen practical cooperation in maritime security, law enforcement, disaster risk reduction, humanitarian assistance, and capacity building. Climate resilience and disaster preparedness must remain at the heart of our agenda because few countries understand the human and economic cost of a warming planet more intimately than Bangladesh. We must also invest in our people. Students, researchers, entrepreneurs, professionals, media representatives, and cultural practitioners create the human connections on which durable regional cooperation rests. Easier changes, stronger academic and professional networks, and closer collaboration among think tanks can help build a genuine BIMSTEC community. Ladies and gentlemen, as the current chair and host of BIMSTEC Secretariat, Bangladesh recognizes that its responsibility goes well beyond convening meetings. We will work closely with Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, as well as with the Secretary General to strengthen the capacity of the Secretariat, fully operationalize the Charter, and translate the commitments of our leaders into practical outcomes. Over the coming months, Bangladesh will work to ensure that the Permanent Working Committee, Senior Officials Committee, sectoral bodies, and other BIMSTEC mechanisms produce measurable progress as we prepare for the next summit in Dhaka. We will also seek deeper engagement with ASEAN and other development partners where such cooperation can strengthen regional value chains, connectivity, innovation, and resilience. Today's seminar is therefore especially valuable. It allows us not only to identify the challenges before BIMSTEC, but also to develop practical evidence-based solutions. I am confident that the ideas generated here will provide valuable intellectual support to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the BIMSTEC Secretariat as Bangladesh carries forward its chairmanship. Excellencies, the coming decade of BIMSTEC should be remembered not merely for the documents it produced, but for the prosperity it delivered. If by the time our leaders gather in Dhaka, we can demonstrate meaningful advances in trade, connectivity, blue economy, security cooperation, climate resilience, people-to-people contact, and institutional strengthening, we will have reaffirmed BIMSTEC's credibility and relevance. We have the political commitment. So let us therefore work together with renewed purpose and confidence. Let us transform BIMSTEC from a forum of great promise into a platform of effective regional cooperation, from declarations to delivery, from vision to implementation, and from shared aspirations to shared prosperity. I once again thank BASE and everyone else for organizing this important seminar today. I wish you all a fruitful deliberations. Thank you. Thank you all.